Previously on How I Met Your Leon.
See you around, Leon.
We'll catch up with him later. We got more shopping for Luis to go do.
This can't be shopping. It's way too dark. Where's the really, really bright, like, LED lighting over the aisles?
Well, you know what they say. International super spy femme fatales be shopping.
We decided to go beat the rush and get there extremely early.
No, we can't be one of those people knocking on the doors of the fucking Walmart at, like, 2 in the morning.
Hey, remember when it was safe to do that? Actually, never mind. It was never safe.
I was about to say, when was that? All right, so the way forward is blocked. We need to go get ourselves one of those red lamps to open the door, because we apparently just can't press the arm down, I guess. Or just weigh it down with anything else.
I mean, if it worked logically, then it wouldn't be a Resident Evil puzzle.
The gate and gong have the same symbol. Seems simple enough.
Thank you for explaining how this works, Ada, and saving me the trouble of doing that myself.
You can tell she's been rehearsing her AAA protagonist self-monologuing lines.
I actually found out like earlier this week that Ashley also explains how this works in the main campaign if you dawdle long enough.
I hope she's like, Leon, do the obvious thing, you idiot. And
she's not as condescending, but I genuinely never realized that she had that tip.
You really needed to save that bullet, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, time to go trigger the obvious Indiana Jones trap.
Oh, is this the, I think it was the Queen's Grail? Or the equivalent? Yeah, the giant drill!
Who comes up with these things?
Yeah, so the giant drill is back.
it is no longer manned.
This time, since it's updated, everything is slightly more futuristic. It is no longer being piloted.
Yeah, we can no longer disable it by shooting the pilot and co-pilot. Instead, they've combined the drill with like that one puzzle with the spike ceiling where you gotta shoot things to open or like get the ceiling to stop, I guess.
Yeah, that is also a sequence which in Chapter 4.1 of the original you can skip by, in the GameCube version, clipping through the door to shoot the lock on the other side with the TMP.
And that explains why you didn't realize you could shoot two of the things on the ceiling before even starting, I guess. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I was like dumbfounded and really excited to see the stupid spike wall come back.
There's one other mechanic that was cut, which I was honestly much more excited about. I'm pretty sure somewhere in our Discord history is me spending several posts freaking out about that particular thing, which I don't know when it'll show up, but in a couple of videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting to see a Leon segment get moved over to an Ada segment.
And I really, really don't like hanging around suits of armor in this castle.
Looks like something goes here.
Yes, thank you for that, Ada.
This looks like a puzzle interactable. I am the main character.
I really wish Ada had some variant of the phrase, I can't use these things together.
I have borrowed this from Resident Evil Village.
I was gonna say, this looks like a Romanian bottle of wine.
Yeah, and I have seen bottles like that all the time at work.
Sanguinous something or other, I forgot what it was actually called.
Same. It's been a while.
Yeah, but
I'm
that
probably not gonna be playing
specific
Village again
design
for another,
where
like, 10
instead
days.
of a paper label, it's like metal that's been I don't know, embedded into it.
Anyway, yeah, put the silver bottle on the stand and move on.
It's clearly a dais.
Yes, the dice. You can even take it off and lock the door behind you. Although if I recall, the item that the thing dropped is real useful. It's I think it's a spinel. So I'm gonna be coming back for that as the second I realize what that was.
Speaking of, it's also a dais that you place the bottle on.
Oh, is that how it's pronounced?
At least in Canada it is. Then again, we also put our milk in bags, so should you really trust us?
Adding unnecessary U's to various words. Kahlua.
Maybe I should, to give Chaos more work here, show the infamous flowchart on whether you use imperial or metric for measuring liquid versus mass versus height versus distance.
Well, I mean, I measure myself in pounds, but I'm not sure why I would be on that flowchart.
Alright, well, we got the gold bottle and then, wait for it. There it is.
Thought so.
Oh, hey, it's a room that killed me a couple of times. Yikes.
Yeah, this section's kind of hard. Just pop an herb real quick and get trapped behind the weapon rack.
Oof.
Oh, nice, you can parry those sword swings. It just seems like one of those things where the weapon is just too big, but nope.
I mean, it does, but at the same time, like, we did find out a couple videos ago that you can parry the El Gigante swings. So
That's true.
nothing is too big for Ada, I suppose.
Now that's a line to take out of context.
Oh, hello. We got some cultists over there, too.
I feel like we're slowly turning Ada into Rouge the Bat. If someone wants to draw fan art of that, go ahead.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, that's actually really impressive. I haven't seen the grapple melee take priority over destructible objects like that before. That's really cool.
Hold up, that cartwheel kick hits behind you?
I actually did not realize that it did. But yeah, Ada's moveset fucking rules.
Like, that cartwheel kick rules. I had no idea it had a backwards hurt box as well. Jeez.
Same.
I know for a while, thanks to complete coincidence, I was convinced that the when grappling, there's two different animations, and I was convinced that one of them was a tell that the enemy was going to sprout Las Plagas, and that was just because by total coincidence, every enemy who I had finished with that animation just happened to sprout Plagas for like half the game.
Also, I don't know if I saw that right. I feel like one of those cultists shot a crossbow into one of the Plagas and like either knocked off its helmet or readied it for a melee from me.
That is definitely a change from the original, where enemies very famously did not hurt each other at all and just clipped straight through each other's models.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of instances of that not being the case in the remake. That's nice.
Yeah. Shout out to that one Ganado from the very first episode of this LP who threw an axe at his buddy and then immediately got caught in a bear trap. Anyway, I think this is me realizing that there's a spinel upstairs, and now having a complete inability. Oh no, wait, no. I need the silver wine to even get the spinel. See, this has a silver crest, so you need the silver one to open it.
Yes, very obvious demo and definitely not a mistake.
So are these the bottles that you get for like placing first at the wine tasting Olympics?
How's that, what's the rubric for that? Like, is it just how snobbily you could say, this is dry?
Whoever tastes the most wine wins.
Well, again, as someone who, for work purposes, has gone through many wine tasting notes, I'm convinced that the most important talent that a sommelier needs, even more than the ability to find different notes and the difference between top, bottom, and base notes, is an English degree, so that they can use the properly poetic language to describe their taste.
I'll take your word for it. I mean, I'd believe it, honestly. Anyway, the dais there has a really neat...
The what now?
Dais? I've
Thank
already
you.
forgotten how the fuck to pronounce the thing. But I do kind of like this puzzle, just like having to juggle which bottles on the pedestal to open the door and move on forward.
Okay, here's an easy mnemonic. PC gamers place Deus Ex on a pedestal. And that's how you remember how to pronounce it.
I will
All right. One ingredient.
I will attempt to keep that in mind.
See, these are the kinds of things that happen when you're the son of an education consultant.
Why not treat yourself, mate? Well,
I forget, do the blue medallions ever get any lore beyond the merchant being annoyed that they exist in the remake?
I think that's about it.
all my
Like
wares are
they're
in
kind of an eyesore to him, so they must be gone.
I mean, they do get lower when you shoot them. It's just in more than one piece.
The pieces are spread around scenically. I guess it's more aesthetically pleasing to the merchant.
There you are, as you wished. Dazzled, are you? Hope to see you
He's also a really big fan of typewriters.
again soon, stranger.
There's just something so right about the sound of typewriters.
Okay, Luis. That's 2.
Last one should be in a room accessible from the castle wall. You bring them all to the top of the wall, and I'll have your amber. Oh, and here's some more info I recovered about that old rock. Sending it now.
I want to say this area right here is around where Leon and Ashley got separated.
Luis, can you go 1 minute, a singular minute, without referencing Cervantes, please?
I don't even think Luis made that reference. I think that was his coworker.
Yeah, that was Annabelle.
It's rubbing off on him. That's his stand. He causes everyone around him to make Don Quixote references.
You're not gonna get the fish?
Yeah, the fish can live. Today.
I mean, who gives a carp, really?
I do.
Just don't make a halibut of it. Thank you, I'll be here all night. Don't forget to tip your waitress.
All right, time for the courtyard.
And from my memory of the original, there was also a brief section where you have to retread through the hedge maze.
Yeah, the original separate ways hedge maze is where you get the crossbow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it's unlocked on a first run through.
Did not know that. Anyway, I like that the red cultist just took the original version's key in the courtyard and just ran off with it.
Yeah, that was pretty cute. Oh, there's a
Gonna get it.
medallion over there. Okay, I couldn't see it.
Oh, I guess I gave up on it.
Oh, hey,
hello.
that seems... congratulations on avoiding your one-hit kill.
Decisions were made.
And more importantly, Ada still has her head. I think that's the most important thing to come out of this.
Ooh, oh, second time.
So yeah, we gotta deal with the cultists turning into spaghetti monsters here while we gotta go find the red one.
Do you not have a flash grenade in your inventory?
I used the last one on the three Plagas Knights in the previous section.
Ah, okay.
Armored spaghetti, thank you very much.
Found him.
Armored Spaghetti is my least favorite Metal Gear boss.
Oh, that one's not too bad. You just gotta remember to bring the big fork with you.
He is at least better than Coward Duck, who is a real Metal Gear boss.
That's the one from Metal Gear 1, right?
Yes.
He just hides behind hostages, and you gotta use the remote missiles to shoot around him.
Yeah, that is exactly
around
the one.
Okay, but what messed up philosophy does Armored Spaghetti have? Like, what's he shouting about during the fight?
It's about the flying spaghetti monster, obviously.
Ah, so he's very anti-religion.
Yeah, he's a proponent of all of the joke religions, like the flying spaghetti monster and the invisible pink unicorn. And I guess Pastafarianism as well.
Well, I mean, isn't that just what the spaghetti monster thing is?
Yes, but I realized too late that I could have led with the Pastafarianism joke, and I was trying to do a saving throw. It didn't work.
I called it out. I
Anyway.
ruined it.
See, that's the secret to comedy. When you fail to make a joke, you just keep failing, and then that makes it funnier.
Anyway, I really like having the grappling hook here in the courtyard. It makes it feel a little more dynamic about like dealing with enemies and just finding ways through.
Meanwhile,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
meanwhile, I didn't want to risk missing anything, so once the fight was over, I combed the place on foot.
Yeah, that's the place to do it.
Having replayed
think-
Uncharted 4 recently, you could definitely add excitement to any gunfight by giving the character a grappling hook.
I feel like taking the high ground is pretty good here in terms of staying safe. Oh hey, there's the guy.
Found you.
You have a sniper rifle, do you not?
I don't think I ever took it out of the item box after I put it away for the crossbow.
I mean, you did have the crossbow, which, I mean, yes, there's bullet drop on the arrow, but
And travel
still,
time.
you could probably make that shot. I
Now's
saw
not the time.
one tendril of the spaghetti in the right corner of the screen there.
I have priorities.
Oh, good, you didn't donk the bars.
Got him. Yeah, watching that back, I was suddenly very worried that I was gonna hit the bars.
No, you hit the bars after recording.
You.
Finally. Glad that's over.
Ada, it's not over. There is still active spaghetti.
Also, Ada, just be grateful that you found the blue moonstone in one piece.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's a lot of spaghetti.
Yeah, your standard definition counterpart. Actually, no, Ada didn't have to deal with the moonstone at all in separate ways. Never mind, you actually have it worse.
We have an active spaghetti situation, and she's saying it's over.
It's a spaghetti-tastrophe.
It's okay, the spaghetti doesn't like the bright lights.
Oh, sorry, it's a postage situation.
now is a good time to go comb the place.
Yeah.
You know, given how weak the Ganados and Zealots are to light, I get the feeling that Alan Wake would do very well in the Resident Evil 4 universe. Like, specifically this remote part of Spain.
You know, as long as he doesn't write anything about it while he's there.
I mean, even his writing was better than the original script of Resident Evil 4.
Let's be fair, like, as much as, like, we love, like, such classic lines, like, no thanks, bro.
We love them in spite of them.
Yeah, like, the bar for being a better script than the original Resident Evil 4 is very low.
I can't remember. Was there 1 or 2 fountains in this this maze?
Are you talking about this version?
Either version, honestly.
I can only remember one in the original.
I also only remember one.
Well,
actually, there could have been. I think there could have been one on the upper floor and one on the bottom.
Okay, so in reality, I'm thinking just one because I kind of consider the maze to only be the bottom. Oh, no, right, you're right, I'm dumb. No, yeah, there was an elevated... Okay, yeah, that was part of the maze. I think the ground floor fountain might be where the crossbow was in the original.
From what I remember, again, I've only played through separate ways like twice, maybe 3 times. I think it's just that once you get to the heads maze, that's when the merchant starts to sell the crossbow. Though I do remember that right next to the merchant, there are some crossbow bolts, which is supposed to be the game's way of telling you that there's a new weapon.
I could have sworn it was... it's whatever, it's not important.
I mean, you could say whatever you want, and most people will believe you, because I doubt anyone has put much time into separate ways who wasn't trying to speedrun it.
Someone's gonna hit up a Resident Evil wiki and go, "Nuh-uh, Liquidy Poo, you idiot, you imbecile, you who does not think much."
If you're gonna call Liquidy Poo only an imbecile, you should really include all 3 of us.
That sound.
Fool, he who relies only on memory and not the memory of obsessive nerds who fill out wiki pages.
I've been watching House recently, and I got to an episode named Wilson, and on the fandom page for that episode, one of the bits of trivia is this episode is named after the character of Wilson.
You don't say.
So, what's become of the amber?
Sorry, nothing yet. But my little helper is creating quite the commotion. Everything will work out just fine.
As long as you can keep your dog under control.
He's a good boy. Predictable.
Fine. Keep your mutt. But don't come crying to me if you get bit.
Leon, changed your mind yet?
Yeah?
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you. Seems like something big is about to go down in the throne room. Babysitting's tough, huh?
Don't worry, he's on a leash.
Now I'm just thinking about Devil's Third. Thanks, I guess.
Oats are an important part of this balanced breakfast.
Oh, hello.
Perfectly timed.
Hola.
That could have gone a lot better.
Oh.
You should see the other zealot. Wait, that joke doesn't work. Never mind.
I mean, she might be able to see another zealot, what with her head clipping through the wall.
It's one of the things they train you in Super Spy School, is how to ignore the geometry.
And how to defy the laws of physics.
But it's only like the upper echelons of the super secret spies that get to use no clip.
Ooh. Oh, you had a knife prompt.
Yeah, that's. I think we talked about that before. That there is a slight grace period where you can just stealth kill an enemy within like the half second or so after they see you.
There is like the knife prompt caught me off guard too. I was not ready for it. I at least got a parry off, I guess, but it did come at the cost of my knife.
And bringing it back to Metal Gear, in Peace Walker, there was a similar grace period, but because that game was originally designed for the PSP, which only had one analog stick and the aiming controls were terrible, that grace period was like 3 whole seconds.
Actually, the aiming was done with via face button on PSP.
Wow, I can't
or
believe...
with the D-pad, or with the analog stick if you wanted to move with the face buttons. Peace Walker was very weird.
I've never actually seen a control scheme for Peace Walker that was like movement on face buttons and camera control on analog nub.
No.
Is that actually
It is a
valid
thing
control scheme?
in the PSP version.
No.
They took it out of the HD collection because, you know, second analog stick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm still thinking about Armored Spaghetti as an MGS boss.
Maybe Armored Spaghetti will appear in Death Stranding 2. Who knows? We have time to petition Kojima. He'll be very confused, and I'm sure he'll reject our idea in a polite and understanding way.
Oh, but Armored Spaghetti could be like the leader of a new organization that wants to bring people together but hates religion because he believes religion tears people apart.
That sounds pretty badass.
Also, he's a really good delivery boy because he can hold one parcel in each of his tendrils.
But can he hold them level? Can he deliver pizza for a character?
Yeah, that's what we'll call him, a character. He certainly is a character.
I'm not sure why I'm being dodgy about that. It's not like that wasn't recently released or anything.
This must be the collection room.
And speaking of things that are actually old, here's
How
the collection
could you
room.
say that about Ada? Wow.
Oh no! It's okay, Ada. You don't look a day over 75.
Oof.
Oh, I meant 75. Shit, there's no way to save that joke without making her way too young. My bad. Just forget I said anything.
Quarters of it? No. Wait, maybe.
No, the only way to save that joke would have been 75 months, which would have made her 6 years old.
I was just gonna say quarters of a year. Cue the silence as everybody tries to mentally divide 75 by 4.
That would still make her a teenager, though.
Oh.
I'm just gonna walk away and stare at the Beatles.
Yeah, let's talk about literally anything else.
Okay, so the puzzle here is that we have to go figure out what the combination is based on the caretaker's route through the room.
Blue butterfly.
Just get ourselves that blue butterfly. I think the easy solution here would be to smash the glass. But yeah, it's beetle, jackal, lizard, I think?
Got everything you need.
Good. And I got exactly what you want. Oh, that's not good. The parasite is reacting to the amber.
So that's the amber. That looks like something Wesker would want.
This will knock out the parasite. But only for a time. You ready? A tu salud. Just remember, it's not a cure. We still need to find a way to get that thing out of you.
It's coming.
I don't understand. It should be working by now.
Take the amber and go. Once the parasite is sedated, you can give me back that damn stone.
I can't leave you here. Not like this.
Spare me. I'll be fine. You got another promise to keep.
All right, but you come find me as soon as you're done here.
Anyway, that's the end of the chapter.
Well, you did do
I
that.
thought that said beasts insect repellent at first. I was very confused.
Ethan could have used some beast repellent.
You really could have.
Remember to spray it on the fingers.
Someone really ought to give Ethan a hand.